Doc Ondars' Den of Antiquities at Galaxy's Edge has a new lightsaber stand and Kyber holder accessory. Let's see what this thing does. Hey everybody, welcome to the Dano channel. I am Dano and I'm back. I spent a week in Florida. You can tell I'm a little extra crispy. And then I got back home for a few days, went down to San Diego, back out in the sun, extra crispy, a little tired, a little sore still. But I had a good time. But it's time for me to get back into making videos. And while I was in Florida doing Galactic Star Cruiser, there for Star Wars Day, I picked up this new stand that released on May 4th. It is a lightsaber stand. It's kind of modeled after, it's kind of sort of, the bottom isn't, but these little holders are, modeled after what you see in the new Star Wars Jedi Survivor game. So a little Cal Kestis lightsaber, custom lightsaber action. But I want to take a look at this, how it works, along with the Kyber Crystal display accessories. Because they attach, these little accessories attach to the stand. It's a whole thing. And I bought 6 of them. This is one, but I had 6 of them, and I had to unbox them all and put them in my bag before I'm home. I've got 2 right here. I got 3 more over here. I got a bunch. I'm going to try them out with different Kyber crystals, put some lightsabers in the stand, see how it all works. But there are instructions and stuff at the bottom, so let's get into that kind of detail before we use this thing. Okay, since there's no box, this is just on the shelf as it is, I do want to show you this. It does come with a USB cable, USB-C, I believe it is USB-C. Adjustable holders, they slide left and right. There's USB-C right there, on and off switch, and push button for color changing light up feature. So it does have color changing lights, doesn't require batteries because it of course has that USB-C port. I've got a little cord over here that's plugged in, and I can use that if I want. In fact, we can plug it in now. Well, let me finish reading. Is there anything important here? Adjustable holders, color changing light up feature, use USB-C for power. Got it. Up to 11 Kyber Crystal display accessories to interactive lightsaber hilt display stand. What does it mean by interactive? I don't think it actually does anything other than light up. It was $49.99, which is kind of steep for this, but there's electronics. Now, every one of these spots, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 spots are made to hold these things. This is the Kyber Crystal display accessory. Now, it may look familiar. If you've been to Galaxy's Edge and you built a lightsaber at Savi's, you've probably seen the little display. It looks similar to this. This is one I 3D printed, painted myself to look metal. It's literally just silver plastic. I didn't even print it well. You can tell how bad of a print that is. But I glued it all together, painted it. This is my custom one. Same with the tray. That's my custom. No one else has this one. It's for me only. It's very special. It even has a little Savi symbol on it. But that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about this little thing, this little green, stony looking thing. They released a bunch of these. There's some over there. And I got some over here too. And they light up. Kyber Crystal display accessory. These are $13 a pop. $13 a pop. This functions with the interactive lightsaber hilt display stand sold separately. So it just shows you how you plug them in. They go along all those little slots I just showed you. And again, $13 a pop. So I spent a pretty penny on 6 of these at $13 a pop, plus $50 for this. No discounts. I did not. I think you can use a discount, but I forgot in the moment. I was busy and I just didn't. But again, these adjust. These adjust. These come, when you open this thing up, it comes in 2 pieces. There is the actual holder itself. You'll notice there's a little battery looking thing there. Okay. And then there's this other little piece inside. This. One part goes on the bottom here. I believe it's going to be like this. Maybe. Again, these are always a little bit more difficult to do one-handed, but that's fine. Oh, this is what I want. Now I'm doing it. Got it. So that goes in that way. Let me remove this one. I can turn this thing upside down. Or however, I'm going to place you right here. You're in. I'm going to take another one. You're in. I'm going to take another one. So we're going to do 3 right now. Now, I've already played with this. I've already messed with this thing. I already know how it works. So this should go fairly smooth, but I do want to show you something. I got a faulty one. Well, I got some multiple faulty pieces. All right, USB-C. There's no wrong or right way to do a USB-C, which is why I like USB-C, because it's just all one thing. So I'm going to flip my little switch back here, flip it to on. It's on, and then I'm going to hit my little button to do lights. So you can cycle through different light colors, green, blue, purple, kind of like a lightish blue, teal, whatever you want to call it, red, yellow, green again. No white, though. No, just straight up white. But those are different colors you can go through. Make sure these are on okay. Okay, these are all good. Now notice, they've got like a little sensor on them. Ooh, that one's kind of flashing. It's something about the camera makes it act kind of funny. And they'll start flashing. Okay, good. It's like every time you touch them, it should go. Some people thought it was the crystals that did it. Because you put the crystal down and it lights up, right? It's not the actual crystal itself that's causing it. I mean, it is. But it's really this centerpiece is a light sensor. So as you get closer, you can make it light up just with the finger by blocking the light in the center. So that's how that works. It's a very, very simple device. When it works properly. The reason I say that is because I have 3 more over here that do not work properly. I'll show you in just a second. Okay, so remember I mentioned they're not going to work properly? Here's what you get. These 3 are always on, no matter what. Crystal, they're just always on. They just do not turn off ever. They always stay on. These 3, no matter where I put them in every single slot. The little light sensor that tells whether something or not is blocking the light, these turn off. These ones on this side, they all turn off. In fact, it's so loose right now, they're barely even on. Okay, it still works. Still works. What this one? It's definitely meant to be put down. Yeah, these are all working just fine, but these 3 will never ever turn off. They're always going to be lit just because that's how it works. See that? These 3 off, these 3 on no matter what, every time. They're faulty. And here's the thing. Because luggage space was a premium getting back home, and I don't even have all the merch I bought. There's merch being shipped to me from Disney, but these I didn't ship for some reason. I just put them in my backpack. I kept 1 box so I could show you guys in the video, but all the rest of the boxes I left in the hotel room and just threw these in my backpack, which means I can't return these 3. I can return 1 of them because I have a box, but I can't return all 3 of the broken ones because I don't have the boxes. So that's life. I'm just stuck with it. Boo-hoo. Normally, you just go to your receipt, you can contact Disney, and I still might, and just see what they say. They might just replace them. It's worth a shot. $13 a pop. That's almost $40. Those 3 is $39 plus tax. So over $40 just for those 3 that don't work the way they're supposed to. Overall, this stand is cool. I'm going to put a lightsaber on there. And you know what? Look at this. I've got another... We'll review the coupler in another video, but I do want to show you guys what this looks like with a big old lightsaber in it. Oh boy, look at that. Look at that. That's huge. And so this is, you can make it wide. If you want the stance to be a little bit wider for it, you can do that. That's pretty gnarly. And again, look, as I get closer, they're all going to light up. Once I block it, they light up. But there's something I noticed that they don't normally flash like that until I get the camera out. And once I turn my camera on my phone, then they all start flashing. And it does not make sense as to why it's doing it. If you were curious if these work with other non-Galaxy's Edge Kybers, like I've got some from KRC, Cranton Reliant, theirs works. Here's another one from them. Theirs works too because it's not the Kyber Crystal. Has nothing to do with what's in the Kyber. It's more just physically, is there something blocking that light sensor? There's the other KRC. If you want to see Crafted Cores, there's some good friend of mine. It lights up. It lights up for Crafted. It absolutely lights up for Crafted Core. But because they're more of a theirs aren't really clear most of the time. Theirs are fully resined out. The light doesn't super shine through on theirs, which is fine. On this one it does, and the white one it does a little bit. But yeah, just so you guys have a look. If you want a link to their shops down below, to both KRC and Crafted. But I do like putting these on there. The reason I bought 6 is because there are 6 original Kyber colors at Galaxy's Edge. When you build a saber, you can only pick from 4. You only pick red, purple, blue, and green. White and yellow are sold separately at Doc Ondars. But now I've got all 6. You could do up to 11 total. This is what it looks like with the lightsaber in it. Let's try another saber just for good measure. Let's get how about a little elemental? Let's get a little elemental nature version 1. Boom. You like that? If that's too, I can make it a little more narrow. There we go. Let's take that. All right, and let's say I want a different color. I don't want purple. I want that greenish. Ooh, that's looking good. Red, if you want to go red. I could put all red crystals and do red lights. Overall, it's cool. I like that it stays powered because of the USB, so you can always have this display on if you want. I think green works. Green works with its elemental nature, so of course green is going to work well. But overall, it's a cool stand. I just don't know how I feel about it for $50. For $50, the stand's cool, right? It lights up. It lights up. It does something. This cost me significantly less, and it looks like the ones from Savi's. It literally just looks like the ones you do at Savi's. This cost me way less. Probably, I don't know, $7 in plastic 3D printing. The file was free on Thingiverse. So there's that. I've got another stand I printed, free file on Thingiverse. It's a very, very simple stand. Again, similar deal. Boom. So there are many different stand options out there. If you look, many of them are free if you have a 3D printer. And if you don't, you should probably get one because they're really cool, especially if you're into this kind of stuff. Once you learn how to use it, they're a lot of fun. But you could make this. You could make this. Like this, sure, it wouldn't light up, or you could learn to make it light up. There's definitely people who do that kind of stuff with 3D printing. But for, what's this? This is like $90. This is, wow, yeah, $13 a pop, 13 times 6. I'm going to math real quick. I'm not really, I'm just going to look at my phone and do it, but $13 times 6, $78. Oh my goodness, plus $50. Before tax, what you're looking at right here is $128. I'm going to remove my cord here. That's $128 worth of stand. It's heavy. It weighs a few pounds. So I had to sneak it in my backpack and get it home that way. It's cool looking. It's better than the stands they had at Doc Ondars before. And they might still have those. I don't know, but I never bought any because I don't really like them. And I have a 3D printer. I can print my own. That said, it's cool for what it is. I just wish that these worked a little better and weren't always on, and the light sensor actually worked. It's still kind of cool. I'm not mad at it. I'm still gonna use it, but for the money, it's definitely overpriced. So I'm not gonna rate it sad, but I can't give it rad either. I can't give it either. I can't give it either because I do like it. It is fun. I like the functionality, but for the price, yikes! Once I actually sat down and calculated that out, these just six, not even 11. If I wanted to go whole hog and go 11 times $13 plus $50, $193 for this thing fully decked out to hold one lightsaber. That's too much. That's way too much. You can buy a whole lightsaber for that much. You can get a NeoPixel saber from Sab Neo that does all the bells and whistles. Link down below. It's a great saber for $124. For less than that, you can get a whole NeoPixel saber that's decent and works really well. Or just get one of these stands with a bunch of crystal holders that are kind of wonky. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. What do you think? Is this a thumbs up from you? Is it a thumbs down? Did you get one? Do you like it? Do you think it was worth it if you bought it? Because I'm on the fence on this. It's cool. I like that it's adjustable. I like that it looks like it's from the game, but man, that's pricey for what it is. Either way, thanks so much for watching. Leave your feedback down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. And until next time, don't be a moof milker. Be the spark.